Welcome to 99 To Beat After the Games with Rob and Ron, where they break down each episode, giving the insights into the games, the contestants, and behind the scenes.
That is right. This is 99 To Beat After the Games, and I'm with you. My name is Christopher Bruce. I am the guide, so to speak, on this wild adventure we call After the Games, as we recap every episode of 99 To Beat. This is episode 6, official recap. And to do that, I'm going to bring in your first host, one of the most ridiculous human beings to ever walk planet Earth. He is my friend. He is one of your hosts. He's an author. He's a professional mascot. He's a realtor. He's an incredible father, as you will learn tonight. He is Robert Boudwin. Oh, man, what do you got there?
Sorry, we're starting a little late tonight, folks. I was busy finishing up this show, House of Cards.
Oh, I hear that's great. We'll get into that. Is that relevant in your life for any reason?
Great
I guess we'll
show.
find out.
Anybody that watched the show last night will get that joke, and we'll get
How you
into
feeling,
it.
bud?
Oh, hold on, I'm getting a call here. Yeah, that's the lawyers. They wanted me to remind you we are not the official show, which would imply that we are Fox related and we are unaffiliated. We are Renegades, Mavericks on our own. Okay,
We are officially a show. That is what I think.
blockhead. Yeah, we are officially a show. Yes. Welcome, everybody, to 99 To Beat After the Games with Rob and Ron. Thank you to King Creative and Chris Bruce out of Wilmington, Delaware, for producing. Apologies to all of our guests. We are getting started about 7 or 8 minutes late here. Apology. My daughter has her opening night of her first ever show, 9-year-old Bailey, in Mary Poppins. And tonight was opening night, and it was a rehearsal night as well. So things... dress rehearsal with a lot
one
of
little dress rehearsal.
Dress rehearsal sounds like an empty house, but this was a full house. And
No, that's what you do. You got to get warmed up.
So,
Yeah,
blah. Cry me a river. I apologize.
I think you have another host.
Yeah, where is Ronald? MF Mitchell.
You mean one of Detroit's finest? Oh, there he is. How are you, sir?
Hey, how you guys doing tonight? So, how was the show, Robert?
Hey, you know what? It was awesome, man. I get verklempt at every curtain call whenever I see live theater, but seeing my own daughter do it, it was phenomenal. Thanks for thanks for knocking me out of the show and taking away $1 million from me too. You son of a bitch!
We'll have plenty of time to get into how Ronald knocked you out of the show a little bit later in this episode. And Ronald, you're there on the job.
Oh yeah. I'm at work tonight,
but my pocket now 24/7.
Oh man, listen, nothing like giving yourself a little nightmare fuel. You gotta love it.
Right.
So who do we have? We got a bunch of incredible guests on the show today. We are bringing on more contestants.
I don't want to glaze over what you just said. Ronald, you're on the job right now. Detroit Firefighter, how many years now? Remind everybody.
It'd be 30 years this February.
Folks, it's been so long, he almost forgot how many years he's been fighting fires. But he is actually on call tonight. So if he runs out of here, it's either because he hates me so bad and he's tired of listening to me, or he is saving lives in Detroit.
Oh,
there it is.
Service round.
All right. Love.
You want to rock, Chris? We got
to Who do we got? Who's our first guest here today?
You know what? I went live on air on Fox 26 local with this guy this morning.
Yes, sir.
He is thought of by many as one of the sweethearts of the show. I am ready for him. Let's welcome James Meadows from H-Town. H-Town!
I love it. Look at that.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, James. Just me, Robert, normal, and Ron, normal. Nothing different about me.
Nope, don't notice anything at all.
Nope.
You're looking much better, though. I can't put my finger on it, but you just have this real, improvement in your appearance.
It's like an instant upgrade.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Well, so real quick, James, talk to us a little bit about yourself as we kind of recap this episode. And I know you had a big day here with Robert.
Oh, for sure. I'm here. I work in cybersecurity, so I got a little bit of a break this morning from my normal work to be able to go and accompany him around. But that's what I do most of the time: working on computers, working on cybersecurity, doing those kind of things. Not anywhere near a hero as Ron, but I take a little bit of pride in at least thinking that I do something to protect some people's data and keep people that safer.
100%. It was, and you were not accompanying anybody. We were a great team, I thought, together on Fox Morning News, Houston's local Fox. So it's been a long day, though, for James and I. A long day of 99 to beat, starting at a 5:30 wake-up call for, I think, he and I, and now ending the day off. We're going to introduce another sweetheart of the show, another fan favorite, as I get my tie and my tweed jacket ready here. Let's welcome to the show Professor Seth.
Oh my goodness! Yes, let's do it.
I gotta say, Robert, you've never looked better.
I agree with you, bro.
Yeah,
But,
he needs the mustache back on.
hey, what are you sipping on there, Professor?
So this is Hornitos Black Barrel Tequila, which is tequila that has been aged in a bourbon barrel, kind of the best of both worlds, a little Hannah Montana, if you will.
Ooh,
You know,
yeah.
Ron and I's original vision for this show was we were all going to have a cocktail every time we started.
I remember you telling me this, and then
Now,
none of
he's
your guests
working,
did
and
it.
then I had neck surgery, so I couldn't drink for 6 weeks. I don't know. This fell off the rails the second alcohol was not in the equation.
I'll drink enough for both of you.
Seth,
Listen,
tell
Seth, we
everybody,
appreciate you carrying the load, so to speak. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
tell everybody
Somebody's
about
gotta do
yourself, Seth. Where are you,
So,
Professor? Tell us where
I-
you're from.
I teach in the Department of Languages and Communication at Columbus State Community College, proudly so. And I have had the time of my life on 99 to Beat. I have met some of the most special people that I have met in my entire life. It's completely changed the trajectory of what I've wanted to do with my free time and kind of how I view all sorts of potential things in my life and just my viewpoint on things.
Seth, I see that shining through so much just in talking to you and on social media. I remember our private conversations aren't so private about now because they're on a podcast, but you telling
true.
me your aversions to social media and you've embraced it in ways I've never even seen. The fact that you dressed up as Michaela for Halloween blew my
Oh,
mind.
that was great. That was
I
fantastic.
mean, tens all around, no notes.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, that outfit one is $24.95 on Amazon and is worth half that much. I
Jesus
have
Christ! Hold on, I'm yelling at my prop manager. This freaking tweed coat was $70, you dummy. Sorry.
That
Well,
is the most
you're going to get a lot of
uncomfortable
use
thing
out of
I've
that.
worn in my entire life. I promise you that.
Dude, it was awesome. Let's meet some more guests here and some of these people that you're talking about becoming great friends. Let's meet Sarah Kay. She was supposed to be on joining us from. There you are. You were sick a couple weeks
I'm
ago.
actually the host now, mister. You dressed up as me, so I'm dressing up as you. All right? All
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, coming at you.
All right. You might remember me. I went out number 58, painted these myself. All right. With the tape measure. Might have remembered. You would have seen it on the show, on the
Oh,
channel
yeah.
Fox. Remember me twerking?
It was fabulous. Holy. Hey, Ronald.
Yes, sir.
I think she goes down as the most prepared guest to date. Yes.
Oh,
no?
for sure. She's got you beat, Robert. You got to get on your A game.
I agree. She's coming with
Get ready.
dressing like one of us. She's got props that she homemade. You know what? We might have to
And
turn the reins
What
over.
time is it? What time is it in London? 4:17, baby.
That's 4:17 in the afternoon, right?
A.M.
Yeah. Look at the
Let's
dedication.
go.
Coming back from the flu, coming with an outfit, coming with props in the middle of the night. We love it. Sarah
Yeah,
Kay,
Sarah doesn't mess around. We love
Yo,
that.
I'm gonna paint you.
new tattoo off limits to talk about tonight.
No. I'll talk about anything. Just ask.
Show me the
away.
spaghetti and penne real quick from the show. I love
You
it.
see it there.
Oh, yeah.
Sarah and I are kindred spirits with our tattoos.
We love
With-
a tattoo.
A lot of random in the tattoo business, they call it, or business world, they call it littered. A lot of individual pieces. I love it. And you got that after the show, like I got
Yes,
after
I
the
did.
show. My number 32 up there somewhere.
There you go.
Love it. All right, we got a lot to talk about tonight.
Let's keep the same
Chris,
moving.
let's pull some more people in here. Let's pull in my West End partner. The night that I got knocked out, I had tickets to go see a show on the West End, London's version of Broadway. Saw Back to the Future with Richie. Love Richie. Richie, where you at?
Richie. Yeah, buddy. What's up?
How you guys doing?
God, Richie, you're so goddamn good looking. Look at you, bro.
Dude, I was expecting you to come on with like a Richie motif. I mean, you have the tweed coat, the mustache. Where's the beard, bro?
And I'm jealous. Look, at least Ronald's got looks. He doesn't have age. He's old as dirt. But you got the looks and the age. I'm jealous. I got
See, the
nailed.
problem is, Richie, Robert was stumped on how to look like you. He couldn't get skinny. And he was like, I can't look better, so I'm stuck. What do I do?
Listen, I want to be ramen molder. If I could look like that, dude, I'm set.
Yo, I got the Italian or I got the Long Island accent. I don't know. I got to work.
Long Island.
Long
Long
Island.
Island. I had some coffee to amp up the show here. We're going to have a great show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and you know what, Richie? Tell me again, are you in college, and where college are you going to?
Yeah, so I'm a senior at Hofstra University. I'm actually an RA. I'm actually in my building right now. So while Ron's all fighting fires, I'm fighting like noise violations and alcohol concerns.
RA
But
meaning
Basically
I'm at
the
Hofstra. I'm a
same.
senior. I'm wrapping up, graduating in the spring. So I'm finishing up as we speak.
Hey, our RA used to come down and smoke pot with us in college. You don't do that, do you?
Unfortunately not. But
Okay, I'm just
I
saying.
am in two fraternities.
The
so you never know
University of
what's gonna come out
Delaware.
that.
I'm diming him out now, 30 years later. He used to smoke pot with us, and he used to get us the beer.
Okay.
Richie, because Richie's a good boy, especially when he's around his sister. Richie,
Good segue.
I don't know whether to call your sister Gia or her full name. I mean, what does she prefer?
Her name is Gianna. She doesn't go by Gia, but Gianna is her name, and that is my beloved sister.
Gianna. Let's welcome
All right, Gianna,
Richie's
what's
sister Gianna
happening?
to the
Bring her
show. We saw her in action last night.
Hi, guys.
How's it going?
Gianna, tell us where you're joining us from. Tell us what you do for a living, and thank you for joining us.
Oh,
Guys, when I said that the bubble wraps I moved recently, I did. So I am joining you from my RV as my house is under construction. Yeah, so that's where I'm joining you from. A little bit about me. I graduated nursing school, was working at a red light therapy, outpatient, holistic health spa. And then I feel like I just turned 25 and it's just a weird time of life. And I felt very lost and unfulfilled for a long time. And then this show happened and I kind of just regained my spark. And, I feel like I figured out it's never too late to pivot. And I would say I'm in my pivot year right now. And yeah, so that's a little bit about me.
Excellent.
well,
I would have
she-
never guessed that. You've always come off as very vibrant to me. I'm sorry, Ronald, what'd you say?
Oh,
No, I
I
was
just
just
say
gonna say she also is gonna be part of the pickle squad. So we were talking a little before the show. We got very excited, and we're gonna be working that out. So as part of your pivot, you can pivot towards pickles.
Oh, I got
Pivoting towards
not this
pickles.
weekend in Dallas. This weekend in Dallas?
The big deal, baby.
I love it. Gia is going to be part
No,
of it.
she's just. We were talking about this. What I'm down here in Dallas for with the big deal and everything we're doing, and she's like, "Oh my god, I love pickles," as you should. And she's gonna
What is
now be
you
a part of the
pickle
pickle
people?
squad.
There's this damn pickle sandwich at Jimmy John's where they use pickles instead of bread. It's
Oh,
taking it too far. I
it's the
got to
pickle
put my
witch.
foot down.
Yeah,
here.
man, it's
Ronald,
delicious.
do you have a stance on this? I don't know what the hell we're talking about pickles for. Never mind.
well, I know a lot of people drink pickle juice with Jameson. So if I'm gonna have a pickle, it's gonna be with Jameson.
All right, pickle back, baby.
Way me back over. I want to ask you guys, do you guys get asked a lot if you're twins? And are you twins?
It's so funny because no, but I feel like Richie and our other sister get asked a lot if they're twins. People on the show, they thought we were a couple. They weren't really sure our relation to one another.
I'm in that camp. At first, I thought you guys were a couple.
Look, Gianna and I, we're like 3.5 years apart. I mean, basically 4. But I feel like we're not twins when it comes to age, but like mentality-wise and like straight vibes, like we absolutely are on the same wavelength. You could definitely confuse us as twins just by getting to know us. But no, I'm actually younger. I'm 21 and she just turned 25. So we are not twins. Debunked.
That tracks because she's on Facebook and you don't even know what Facebook is.
What's Facebook again?
All right, let's bring in some more guests here.
But we're twins at heart.
That's right. Well, and Robert, real quick, Richie's prefrontal cortex isn't even fully developed. Gianna, she's all set over there. She's ready to go. Let's keep it moving.
Christ, what is this show? What are we talking about? Prefrontal cortex.
25. That's the year. Big year. It's a big year.
All right. We got Seth. We got James. We got Gia and Richie. Let's bring in Storm.
Yes.
Hi.
Hey, Storm.
Oh my gosh, wait a minute. 1 bun, no 2 buns? What happened? We don't even recognize you.
They were retired as soon as I was.
You literally lost the look the second you got eliminated on air?
Yeah, literally, I took the production knew the whole time. I was complaining about the buns. I didn't want them there. And as soon as I had the opportunity to take them out, I took them out. I kept hiding. You won't see it on the show, but multiple times production kept coming to me like, something looks different. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Trying to hide my head. And then they'll make me put them back in.
That's fascinating. So talk to us a little bit about that. Did they really push hard and steer you to that look?
Yes. They were on me. Like they literally had, like Tom, Claire, Molly, all of them had pictures of me, and they would come to me and be like, something's off. The buns, you're missing the buns. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Because I was literally getting like a scab in my head because with the braids, it like added like another like 5 pounds of weight and it was just yanking on my scalp. And I was like, I can't do this. It's not
good
meant
Lord.
for me.
And Storm, tell us again what we were talking about pre-show. You just found out today that a lot of people didn't know your last name. You were like a Beyonce or a Madonna or a Sting. You were a solo name, right? Until
yes. But I see on here you guys added the last name. I didn't put that there, so I was like, interesting. I guess I'll be a 2-name character today.
Were you the only 2-name character? I mean, when I think of everybody on the show, honestly, I feel like you're the only one that I'm like, I don't know her last name. I don't think she has a last name. She changed it a long time ago to be Fabulous, and it's working. So don't ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like I was just running with it because I was like, oh, Beyonce, Adele, let's do Storm with 2 M's. It's like, who knows a Storm with 2 M's? Like, that's not common. And when I looked it up and I asked those people, they say that's their stage name. Like, I was born this way. I am the original, okay? So
now you quote Lady Gaga. I was born this way. Storm, where are you joining us from? Tell us your situation. I love that they went into a little bit of your story. You got emotional last night talking about your children. And, tell us where you're at, what you're doing for a living. What's up?
Yes. I am in Sacramento, California. I am not from here. I'm a transplant, lived here for about 4 years now. I was originally born in New York and then family moved all over the place. Was in Oregon, Portland, Oregon for quite some time. So people qualify me as a Portlander, Pacific Northwest. But yes, I'm a mom of 2 beautiful girls. They're in elementary school still. So they're young, developing, all that stuff. They have not seen last night's episode. You haven't seen it. Right. I just want to like let it like marinate for a bit and just let me just soak this in because my daughter has been promoting the show heavy. Like her whole school is like, you're Storm on 99 to Beat. I'm like, maybe. So I'm sure you're gonna tell her, but
Storm and I don't know if you've won or not yet, Ronald, and we know you have a daughter, so we don't know if you have the shared experience. But Storm, we both got knocked out last night. I got to watch it with my children, but my one daughter was hugging me the whole time, watching me get eliminated, and kind of like laughing, but also like, "Well, Daddy." I can't wait to hear from you. Please let me know after the fact how it was watching it with your kids.
Definitely.
I think it'll be a roller coaster for you. You know, you'll get verklempt remembering it and the friends and everything and that departure, that feeling of, it's not that even I care about the million necessarily. It's I don't want to leave all my friends and I'm in this thing now. But I'll be interested to see what you say watching it with your kids. It was a very unexpected feeling for me.
Definitely.
Well, let's get into the games, Chris, shall we?
Yeah, so let's get everybody back in. We're going to get to these games. The first game that we saw in episode 6. Oh my goodness, what is happening?
There was?
Getting beat at my own game.
Oh man.
I love it.
What?
Oh, wait,
What
it's
going
Sarah.
on? I don't know what you
It's
mean.
Sarah. I didn't realize.
I don't know. What could be going on?
Oh my goodness.
You look gorgeous, babe.
Fantastic.
Very nice.
The week you had the flu. Were you just prepared the week that you had the flu and had to cancel? I think this served the show. You got even more prepared.
I mean, I'm kind of improving. I actually just remembered I had James's shirt, and I
You forgot? How can you forget that you have a shirt this awesome? I wear this at least once a week. I can't resist it.
I know. I mean, now that I've put it on, I won't be taking it off again.
Well,
but let's see.
How could you? You got to feel amazing in that thing.
I feel so powerful. So out of this world.
The magic of the stars. The magic of the stars.
We've got some characters on this show this week.
So with that,
I don't know what you're talking about, Robert.
We are going to get into our first game, and we are going to shine a spotlight all over this thing. This one was a little twist on the traditional musical chairs. In this case, it was, well, musical dots.
Players,
take a look at this clip.
This is the final round. Whoever is the last player to stand in the spotlight will be eliminated.
I know there's only going to be 3 lights going to come up, and I do have a very strong premonition that this is it for me.
The stakes are high. It's $1 million on the other side, and I'm just like so nervous.
Oh, come on, guys.
So this is it.
Come on, y'all got this.
This is it.
3 circles.
One will go home. Geraldine, Storm, Leandra, or Robert.
Hey, trust yourself, Storm.
Come on, Storm. Come on, Storm.
All 4 of them are faves.
I hate this.
This is me too. It's getting real. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Good job, Leandra. Good job.
When the light comes on, I run straight for it.
She went straight to my light, and I'm like, oh, this is a race now.
That was brutal because had she just turned her head ever so slightly,
right.
Robert was way down there.
Way over.
Leandra's through. Robert is through. He moves on.
He got that by the skin of his teeth.
Oh.
Wow. Can the refs have reviewed the footage? Who got there first, Geraldine or Storm?
Wow. So that one
intense.
It was Storm. She got there first.
This obviously was a tough one.
Vote for Napoleon Dynamite, or I don't know. Let's not get political. All right, let's not go there.
So Robert,
let's see.
Robert, you made it through that one by the skin of your teeth, as we heard.
I don't want to talk much here, Ronald. You do this. I eliminated Storm on this. I feel bad. I'm getting like flashbacks.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was a great game. I mean, what was going through your mind, Storm, when you saw the light and you had to race Geraldine forward? What was your thoughts?
My thoughts was, girl, you are dumb. You are dumb. You should have turned around. I literally looked at the clip multiple times. Well, in the moment, on the game floor, I was like, you're dumb. Like, why are you so focused in front of you? You need to focus on your surroundings. That's what peripheral vision is for. So I was mad at myself, but I wasn't really mad at myself. So I was like, this is like musical chairs. This is luck. Like, I wasn't mad. Honestly, like, I was not upset at all. Like, I was Yeah, I was content. I was more than like, yeah.
I think Robert got pretty lucky on that one just because this is the thing I will say, looking at it and watching it from an outsider perspective, and everybody was so focused on trying to track the lights when they were going, but they literally didn't even matter because it was like the end spotlights were different anyway. They just showed up wherever they showed up when they stopped. So it really did, like, watching and following the other lights almost was a distraction.
I mean,
it was really a bit of luck in where you were.
Storm handed me that one on a silver platter. I was cooked.
Sure.
I was in that far left corner, and I was cooked. The light stopped. I saw that thing. It might as well been 3 miles away. And then I saw her back to it. And I was like, whoa, scooted over there. I mean, Storm, that's everybody was doing that. I missed the first game, and there was one right behind me.
You were basically standing on one when you walked away from it earlier in that game.
From it. I felt so bad. I felt like I stole that from you. It did not feel like a fair win to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, honestly, the whole thing I felt like was extremely fair. Like they said in like previous games, like focus on your game. As soon as you focus on someone else's game, that will be your demise. And I was focusing on other people. I was like, oh, they're faster than me. Maybe if I watch how they're moving, I was like, that's where I went wrong. If I would have just focused on me, it would have never been an issue. Because every single game before that, it was always eye of the storm, focus on me. That moment, I was just like, let me watch what other people are doing, and that's where I went wrong.
Yeah, and then the other thing I was thinking about watching that game, imagine if there was like a bunch of cats in that room. They would have been going nuts. Like just completely losing their minds. That was a fun one.
You were still in that game. James, you were in it. Gia, you were in it. How was that game for you guys? Easy or struggle? What?
Well, Storm, when you say like where you went wrong, you like really you didn't do anything wrong because it's so random. Like even if you're following the dots, it was totally different dots. It was so random. Like it was just one of those chance ones. Like there really wasn't anything anyone could have done. It's either you were there or you weren't.
Yeah, it was luck.
Yeah. So for me, I know at one point me and Hadia slammed into each other and we were on the one circle. And you know, we didn't really know who got it. She thought she was there first, and then the refs came out, and it's like, as you guys know, it's so nerve-wracking when they come out, and it's either thumbs up or thumbs down.
Thumbs
like,
up, thumbs down is so epic.
Yeah, it's like, which one is it going to be? And I got the thumbs up, and I was out of there. So that was
like, all right, deuces.
for me.
Now, Seth, you cracked it. Afterwards, we talked, and you said, hey, dude, you should have looked at the ceiling. There was a little secret there, right, Seth, that you saw?
So I did not crack the code. Chris cracked the code for me and told me. As you guys were well aware, it was great to have friends in the game. Mm-hmm. And right before I survived that game, Chris survived the game. And as he was walking by, he pointed up and he said, the first light in that row stays on every single time. And in the round that I survived, which was round 3, I looked up and there was one stanchion of lights, and I just stared at that light and I said, okay, that's the one that followed, and it stayed on every time. Wow. And to be fair, right after that one, I went to Leandra, who stood next to me in the circle, and we all had a circle buddy. Right. One of the things that's hard to explain to people that wasn't on the show was when you stood next to somebody for a really long period of time, you became friends with them because you were just next to them for a long period of time. Leandra was my circle buddy. And I was like, Leandra, look up at that light. That light's going to stay on. And Chris had done the same thing for me. And so I looked at one light, and that light stayed on. That was the trick for me in that particular game.
James, 2 questions for you. Did you figure that out as well? And who were your circle buddies?
So by this point, both of my circle buddies were gone. I had D on one side and Kara on the other side, and they were gone. And then on the other side of D, I had Lance and Courtney, and they were gone. The only person who was really close to me still was Jennifer, who was 2 over, and so she was the closest thing at that point that I still had to a circle buddy. And, she was an awesome circle buddy. We gave each other a hug before each event and wished each other good luck. So, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better circle buddy than Jennifer. But it was getting kind of lonely on my side of the circle by that point. But as far as cracking the code for that game, honestly, I heard Chris's statement to Seth, and I looked up at the lights, and they made no sense to me, so I just went right back to I'm not going to be able to find. I don't have a clue where I like watching that row of lights and watching the ground. I'm like, I have no clue which spotlight is going with which. I give up. I'm just going to go back to running toward the circle. I'm like, yeah, I'm no. I was not.
You had that battle with Cara Maria. That was great.
It worked.
I did.
Her right out. You got there. You knocked her out. That was a good one.
We're all happy about that because she was the person on the show, and I, for one, wanted to see her get her just desserts, and you gave her a nice heaping spoonful of it there. But not to be negative, hey, James, Storm, what about your dance? I love that they featured it, and Ken was like, "Oh, our first circle dance." Where did that come from? Was that just emotion bubbling out?
Honestly, like. Everyone in 76 and to 100, they knew I was dancing all the time. Every time we were waiting for us to be called in for like the beginning of the episode or whatever, I was always dancing. Like I just have to be moving, and it's just me. I'm just like an overly the top person. Literally, my name is Storm, but my nickname is Sunshine because I'm like a lot. Favorite color is yellow. That's a lot about me. But yeah, literally. Yeah, it was like the dance originated because it was so many people trying to hug me, and I was just like, okay, you know what? Let's just do a little celebratory thing. Like, let's not be sad because it's not a sad moment. Like,
let's all do that if you're all gay. What's that dance? I call that the Storm dance. It's the new Carlton.
Hey! Oh my goodness, I love it, man. Robert, you keep that up, you're gonna get dizzy.
Yeah, I know. Okay. All right, let's get on to the next game.
Which happens to lead us into the next game, which was our dizzy rope transfer. This one you had to team up with contestants, and you had to transfer the rope from one to the other, and things got a little crazy. Take a look at this clip. We'll talk about it right after this.
Oh no, Seth and James.
What?
They're spooling below James's knees.
Seth, you're going too fast.
Spin towards me. There you go.
Queen Joanne is doing much better than I thought. Miko's guiding her. Well, that's the dirty dancing version of spooling.
People are dizzy. I don't blame them.
Keep it nice and slow.
I'm just spinning and spinning, and next thing you know, I'm just about landing next to Miko.
Oh no. We're good. Yeah, we done.
Oh, good. Ciara and Mario are done.
Good job. I had the Power Ranger with me, so obviously I knew that was gonna be an easy win.
Looks like Miko and Joanne are through, but the Queen, she's looking a little dizzy.
She needs water. She's a little sick from it. And a bucket, maybe.
By my count, it looks like there are 6 pairs left.
We're there.
It looks like Peter and Geraldine have made it through, along with the Wagner brothers, Preston and Colin.
Look at James on the ground. Oh no. This is interesting. It's like a weird car wash.
Jake C. and Carlene are done. We're down to the final 2 pairs, and it's between Luigi and Miranda and Seth and James. Which pair will be safe, and who will have to play again?
They're pretty neck and neck right now.
Neck.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was tight. You guys were right there, and obviously, Seth, James, you guys were in that team that ended up having to go head to head and face off. So talk a little bit about that, and James, maybe talk about the choice to get on the ground.
Well, the choice to get on the ground was kind of desperation. I didn't really have much else I could do at that point. The rope was accumulating on the ground, and there's no way you can get a rope that's on the ground to spool back up above your knees because the rope's going to spool where gravity's pulling it to spool. So it was kind of a move of desperation. It was kind of also attributed to I was trying to figure out what to do, and actually, to tell you the truth, Leo kind of looked at me and said and made a statement to me, "Get on the ground." And that's when I was, okay, gotcha, and gone to the ground. So a little bit of inspiration from Leo to help me with that. But it was one of those moments I was kind of panicking because I just had no clue how to get the string to not be below my knees.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, they didn't explain it well. The rope couldn't go above your shoulder or under your knee. So you had to maintain a certain height for the rope. So that's, that was one of the issues. They didn't really explain it.
That's a good point, Ronald. It was explained to us in bold, we should say, but not to the viewer.
Yeah.
So yeah, it had to be above the knee, kind of like a football tackle, above the knee and below the shoulder. Kara and I were teammates on that one, and we called it boobs and bellies because she used her boobs. She's like, "Look, Robert, I got a big rack. All I have to do is hold my arms up here, and I leverage the rope above my boobs." And then she looked at me, and I was like, "Yeah, I got it. I got a huge belly and gut, so I just use it as a shelf and put the rope above my belly." So we both embraced boobs and bellies. But Seth, what was it like for you? You and James obviously had connection. A lot of us did in the back there. You guys especially. What was that like? The feeling when you first were panicking, I guess, in the primary game, and then take us on from there.
So one of the things that's never really laid out when people watch the show is the time of day that we're doing any of the stuff. But this particular game was actually quite late at night. So late at night that this was literally the last thing that we did. So much so that all of the talking afterwards, and I assume this was the same for you, James, but like all of the talking about it afterwards, we did the next day. We played the game and we went home. We went back to our hotel rooms. And we went back to our hotel rooms late enough that the bar was closed. And the bar at this point was like staying open late enough that because we as showcast members were getting the business. And
Seth, time out there. Explain why they shut the goddamn bars down at like 10 p.m. in England. It's the stupidest freaking thing ever. So when you're telling people, hey, the bars were closed, it's not like 2 a.m. You get a little bit of timing there, right?
But as you guys have established on the show, we started very early. We stayed very late.
Yeah.
And so this particular game was well over 12 hours into a filming day. So everybody's exhausted. It's alluded to within the show, but people literally vomited in this game. James felt physically worse than I did before the two of us started the head-to-head, and I know that like as we're progressing into the narrative of this, like James felt physically worse than I did before we got to our head-to-head. James, do you want to talk about why you picked David as your partner, and then maybe I'll talk about why I picked Peter?
Well, of course, you kind of sat with me in the break room. You and I always sat together and visited together. Between events when we had moments to eat or a little bit of moments to sit in the morning or afternoons, we were always together. And right there next to us was David. And of course, Peter was there too, but I spent a lot of time hanging out with David and Jonathan when Jonathan was still on the show. They had played cribbage and I'd be taking cribbage lessons from them. David would be talking to me about some of the records he had set, and he was just a great person to visit with. And I had a lot of faith in him. And quite frankly, it was between him and Peter. And so, when it came to choices, and you were choosing Peter. And so, it seemed like those whichever one of us didn't get David was going to get Peter, and whichever one didn't get Peter was going to get David. It was just kind of that arrangement.
Yeah. And just so I think everybody pieces this together, but like we were friends in the green room. People would not know this, but like we became close enough that when a job opened up at the college that I work at, I forwarded that on to you. And I was like, hey, do you want to come work at the college that I work at? I would love for you to come teach here. Like I have a ton of like respect for you professionally and like as a friend. Like we were friends. It wasn't like, oh, we were the two last people who didn't have partners, which actually was the case in episode, it was either 2 or 3 with me and Kara talked about that on this show, actually, where Kara and I were just the last 2 people together for Potatoes, where it was just, we were the 2 of us walking around being like, it's even numbers for Potatoes. That's how Kara and I found each other. You and I were like, hey, we're friends. We think we can pull this off. Yeah. And then you look up and you're like, I don't know, at least when it comes to this, and I don't know if you thought about this, I assumed we'd be fine. I never thought, oh, if we lose, I'll have to go against you. At least that's how I thought about it.
Yeah, no, and they mentioned, Ken mentions during the show about the size discrepancy, and he was worried about it. We understood the size discrepancy. We talked about it, but like you said, we felt completely comfortable that we'd be able to overcome that, and it wasn't going to be a significant issue. We went in pretty much convinced that, hey, we're a good team, we're a good pair, we're going to get through this.
Oh yeah, it kind of speaks to the show how you were talking about. You really got closer to people right next to you because you interacted with this person for 3 weeks, 12 to 14 hours a day. And I don't know if viewers, when they look at the show, it's like, well, why do they always pick this person? But you gotta realize this person you kind of went through the trenches with the whole show. And if you were all the way across the arena, I mean, we spoke maybe at the bar or something like that, but we really didn't get a chance to interact like that because we always had to be in a certain position. You always had to, know where the cameras were, and you always had to stay like in your little pocket. So you became real close to the people right next to you.
Yep,
hey,
absolutely.
You guys, there was a lot of chatter on social media today talking about the 2 of you and holding you both in such high regard and esteem.
There was.
Was it the kindest guys or the sweetest guys or America's sweethearts? I think a lot of those things. How does that feel? That must feel good, right?
Let me pull up the YouTube specific because I want to be accurate with what Fox put as.
The fact that Seth can be on this podcast and pull up that at the same time is light years above my technology. Holy shit! I am in awe.
Fox on YouTube titled the video of the 2 of us going against each other. The 2 most loved contestants face off in an intense showdown, which I consider to be, at least for me, everybody gets a different edit. And I don't know about you, James, but like I was very happy with how I was edited in the show. And that feels like, spoiler for a game that's coming up in 2 games. At least for me, like a cherry on top of a really sweet edit to know that it's like, oh, at least for a marketing technique for Fox, like the 2 most loved characters on the show by what they chose to write going against each other.
Yeah, that's nice.
That was nice.
And it's well deserved.
Well deserved.
Most of the people on the cast felt the same way.
I'm still amazed you didn't pick Robert when you really had to get that. I'm just amazed by that. So we need to keep this thing moving.
Hey,
and
the listeners can't hear this.
I was just amazed, actually, floored by it. So we're gonna move on to the next game. I guess are we ready to do that at this point? Are we feeling like we want to move on? We're gonna move on now to the 3rd game, which definitely gets a lot of the contestants, some of which are on the show here tonight in the mix, with, well, one of my daughter's 5-year-old favorite things, bubble wrap. So let's get into this clip, and we'll come out of that, and we'll talk about this next contest here in a second.
Leader is through. Hallelujah.
Check out the sweat right here on Robert's forearms and hands.
Dude.
This took it out of him.
That's the
on
one.
His head. Holy cow, great shot.
10 players left.
The final 10.
Well, David A. is having a difficult time.
Injury report for you, Ken. Hadia has lost a nail.
Will that affect her popping? Back to you, Aaron.
Gianna is so far behind Ken.
Cara Maria is having a difficult time.
she's starting to look around and see what everybody else is doing. Maybe she'll realize this isn't going well. He's in.
Yes.
The professor.
Oh, careful. Don't allow him to fall down. We're now down to the final 4 players. That's Cara Maria, Colin, Gianna, and Hadia.
Yes! That's the nail in the coffin, Ken.
Man, I'll tell you.
Wow. Man, I tell you, whoa, Robert, what are you doing there, bud?
What are you talking about? We're getting a little bit closer to midnight on this episode. I'm getting looser, baby.
Oh, Robert, put your clothes on.
Busted all the damn buttons on every. I've got like 10 of these shirts. All right, let's get into that game. We got bubble. Ronald, you take over, man.
We got tubes and bubble wrap, and Gianna was right down the wire. That was a close one for her. So let's bring her and
can't multitask. And I dropped my damn bubble wrap.
Like watching, Gianna's like, what is happening right now? I can't imagine what you're thinking in so many ways. But talk about, if you can, take yourself back to that moment where you were, I mean, probably thinking you're definitely going home at this point, right? You had to be thinking this is it.
For sure. Like it was just, as you saw Robert sweating his ass off, like it took a lot more energy than I thought it would. Like it was very physical. And for me, I kind of compared it to the tape game, and that I did fine with. So I'm like, okay, it's the same concept. It can't be that much more difficult. Wrong. So wrong. I definitely underestimated how much 35 feet of bubble wrap was. I'm just slamming it, trying to just push it from both ends. My hand got all cut up. I'm bleeding. And I'm like, I'm done. Like, I'm done. I have no strength. I have no energy. That was the closest I ever came to giving up because I just didn't care anymore. I was drained. There was nothing left. I was so angry. I'm hot. I'm sweating. I'm tired. I just wanted to be done with it. And then I was giving up. I was looking at my friends. I was like, I'm out of here. Like, I'm done. This is the one. Like, I accepted it. I accepted my fate. And, I think it was Tommy had screamed out, do it for Richie. So then I mustered up whatever strength I had left. And
bring Richie in. I want to see if he's crying.
Oh, man. Seriously.
Ron was so amazing because he really, for a large majority of it, he was on his knee coaching me through to the end. He was telling me, he's like, Gianna, rip it, stomp on it while you're ripping it. Like, he was really down eye to eye with me, coaching me through. And with the help of everyone, I was able to get myself out of that situation. But I was done. I gave up. I accepted it.
Yeah, how long was it? Like, can you remember, how long was that from the start to when you finally finished? Like, how much time was that?
I really wish that they had a timer for that one because for me, it felt like forever. Of course, there was no timer, but I don't know, guys. Would you say maybe
I would say at least 45 minutes.
Yeah.
45, 50 minutes.
Wow. Yeah. It was a long time. A long time.
So you're getting close to
that
an
one was a
hour
hard
trying
one to watch.
Bubble wrap into a tube.
It was very physical. Obviously, the sweat pouring off and everything. They showed of me. Cool. That guy struggling with a tube for architectural documents and bubble wrap. Awesome. Richie, how does that feel to hear your sister say that?
Listen, when I left the game, one of the biggest pieces of kind of takeaway that I wanted, for me to say, but also for Gianna to know, is that she can do this and that she needs to know that she has the power, though sometimes she get in her head or get distracted, that she is totally capable of doing this and being strong and to get out of her own head. And I want her to know that even though I'm not going to be there physically in the circle playing the games with her to cheer her on in the safe zone, I want her to know that I am still fighting with her there in her heart. We share the same blood. We share the same genetics. So for her to say that she's thinking about me and it's helping push her through to the safe zone, it really warms my heart because it means that I didn't leave the game for just no reason. I left the game to keep her pushing through, and that means way more to me than if I stayed. So knowing that I left with a purpose and that is telltale sign of it, it makes me so freaking happy, man.
Awesome.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Gianna, I want to tell you something. I know I joke a lot, but this is in all seriousness. My one daughter was in her show practice, play rehearsal last night, but I watched it with my 3 kids. And at the commercial, I always ask the kids when they go to commercial with this big dramatic thing, who do you think wins? And obviously I'm still in it at this point, so I knew. And all 3 of them picked Colin. Because
100%.
big, strong,
Well,
strapping.
and Leandra too. She's screaming. Like the way that they edited that was really interesting.
Yeah.
And it looked like he actually gave up.
Right.
The heartfelt, touching part for me was when we came back from commercial, saw that you won. My little daughter, Brooklyn, 9 years old, looked up at me just beaming like the girl beat the boy. The girl, the little tiny petite girl, and she's super small and petite, beat the boy. It was freaking a all-star moment for me as a dad watching my daughter see, and I was like, that's Daddy's friend. They're going to be on my podcast tomorrow night while Ron's running around putting out dumpster fires.
But see, like the bottom three, it was me, Colin, and Cara Maria. So off the rip, two super strong competitors. I'm thinking like, okay, like, whatever, it's fine, and then towards the end, because, I guess maybe Colin was, not trying as hard, but towards the end, you can very much see him and I are neck and neck.
Oh,
We're
for sure.
both at the same time picking up the little teeny tiny, I couldn't even pick up because there was nothing to pick up. I was getting so frustrated. I screamed at the top of my lungs at the ref.
You were closer to all of us in the safe zone, so it was super hard for us to watch because the ref would come over and be like, not yet. We'd be like, Jesus Christ, these things are microscopic, like things like this, and we're like, It was nerve-wracking.
Couldn't even pick it up. So they had us both there. Me and Colin are like trying to pick these little teeny pieces up. We're like, this is the most ridiculous thing ever. And after that, then I was pissed. After that, I was just pissed off.
But I think it's so fascinating how like every single game poses a new set of strong players. How like we have this mentality of like, oh, this person's going to be a strong competitor throughout the entire game or throughout the entire show. And then one game comes with this silly little rule that changes the stakes for every single person. And then someone else comes out on top. Like, it doesn't matter who you think is going to be the strongest. The game defines that. And I think it's super cool how that changes with every single challenge.
That's a great point, Richie. I mean, when I looked at girls with long fingernails that were really done up and nice, I was like, oh, that's going to be, that's going to hinder them in their game. That balloon game, it didn't hinder them. The very first game, clap. Freddy Krueger on some of those things. On this one, I think long nails hurt. I mean, the way I did it was pushing in, and my fingertips and thumbs killed that night because you were just muscling it down. So it was game to game, and different things were different factors.
Oh, yeah.
We got the next game?
We do have the next game, and I'll pull it up here, right here. Oh, my God. Wait, hold on. Sorry about that. Real quick, I'm going to pull that back.
Oh,
No, wait. What? Sorry.
I want to ask Sarah's critique there. She's a tattoo of
this is this is actually a book promo, and Robert is insane.
Wow. Well, actually, I would like to talk about this Christmas. Anyone can get their Sarah K 99 To Beat doll anytime they want, as well to inspire young girls and young people.
I don't know how
you or a dress with me on it, winning the spaghetti challenge. Sure, take it. Be a proud woman like me.
But seriously, the way that you powered through and just continued on with that picture of Robert on the screen was amazing. Like, I don't know.
Let me give you my calling.
Listen, sometimes you gotta fight in business to be heard.
Listen, this is prime peak physical condition. This is
Richie, that's what you got to look forward to.
These are body goals, Richie. Body goals.
I'm turning around. I'm not watching.
Jeez.
You can't stop these trains. You just can't stop these trains. Oh my goodness.
Bringing it hard.
Richie, I don't know if you saw that bookmark not included line on that ad, though. That's brilliant.
We got to give Chris his credit. He did write that line. Bookmark not included. Obviously, inferring the penis is the bookmark. Although that bookmark would be like way bigger than the book.
All right. We have games to get to.
I'll see it in my nightmares.
More than he should.
You
love
literally.
That line. Chris wrote that too.
You can't unsee these things. You can't.
Unfortunately, not.
Your eyes are all forever scarred.
There is an art gallery here. I love it.
But let's go to a team game. So we will now transition in. The next one was a team game where they had the ball in the maze where everybody had to do a different section of it. This one posed different kinds of challenges, and you all are going to see that right here with this team maze challenge clip.
We're down to the final 3 teams. Team Jared, Team Leo, and Team Will.
I really worry about Team Yellow. We're going to lose some big heavy hitters if they don't get it going. Oh, man. Literally down.
Jared's doing amazing there. You got to figure it out.
Calm down.
Yeah, he really has. If Seth can't get this to the next level, they are done. Look, Jared's about to go forward. Look at that. About to go forward. Amazing. We're down to the final 2 teams. Leo's silver team and Will's yellow team. And whatever happens, we are going to lose a Wagner. Either Jake P. or Preston. Slow down just a little bit. It's so painful where someone's on the verge of being eliminated.
Don't forget, you guys, Tabby, she's watching. That's her husband, Jake P.
Yeah.
So it's between Preston and Jake now. Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Look at Tabby. Look at Tabby.
Keep dropping it.
Don't worry. Come on. It's getting tense now.
So tense, you can see it.
Marcia is shaking like a leaf.
I'm getting nervous, telling myself, you can do this.
Guys are looking around. My job as the captain is to tell them, hey, stay focused, lock in.
Look at Ciara. Oh no. Look at Tabby. She is freaking out.
Listen, guys,
man.
I'm doing my best with the props here. I know that some of you out there thinking that I'm just using this as an excuse to write off these things as an IRS expense for my kids' Christmas gifts. You'd be right, but try proving it. All right.
Yeah, that was a tough game.
Talk a little bit about this. And
you were a captain, Ronald?
Yeah, I was a captain in that.
Before we get into the game, talk about the pressure of hearing your name picked at random as you're a captain. Are you hoping to be a captain, or are you dreading being a captain?
I would say at a certain point you would like to be a captain because you feel confident in what you can do, and then you got first pick to pick somebody who you think can help your team. But then you also feel the pressure of if you pick the wrong team and send multiple people home, that's on you. So you kind of is a bittersweet thing. You want to pick the best team you can to give yourself the best chance, but you also know you're responsible for the team.
Well, Chris, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stop over you there. What do you got?
No, I was just saying we obviously have some competitors that are on the show tonight that were relevant in terms of this game. So we should probably bring some of them in and talk about kind of how they had to kind of work their way through this challenge. And, love to hear from everybody here about that. I mean, because that's the thing. It felt really interesting, passing the ball, and like certain people were struggling, obviously, more than others. And, you had to work together. And the fact that if you dropped it, you just start over, that pressure builds.
Can we bring everybody in for this one, even if they weren't in the game?
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, that game, it was tough. It was hand-eye coordination. You had challenges if you were short.
Yeah.
because
you couldn't reach the top of the rack. It was a difficult game.
Look at Storm there. She was looking at her phone. She was watching porn instead of paying attention to the damn podcast.
I am not watching porn. Actually, I'm playing the 99 to beat games.
Yo. Come on, shameless plug.
Holy
yes.
Multitasking.
Penne challenge, nut stacker. You want to go?
Let's go.
Wording off my poor jokes. She is on a podcast and she's playing the damn games. That's 3 things. We need a 4th multitasking thing in here.
Well, Seth, talk to us a little bit about this one, because obviously this was a pretty big one for you, of course.
Love it, the game.
So I have told people that we filmed in May and June, and 5 months later, I would still be trying to work my way through just like my portion of this maze. This was uniquely difficult for a 5'7" guy with smaller hands. And we don't get into the concept of like what edits are, but the game was edited where it looked like I didn't sink my team of 4, but I dropped that ball no less than 5 times, And in the edit for the show, it looked like I dropped the ball once. And so it's this weird, like, edit aspect of the show where it
I
looks
appreciate
like,
the honesty. What do you think you were struggling with? Was it the length of your fingers? Was it sweat? Was it something else? Was it dexterity?
A combination of all of those things, along with the idea of we were quite a ways behind. So you get this mentality of I kind of needed one shot that, like, I need to go quickly to catch us up, which doesn't help because most of the time, as you guys all know, with the concept of don't finish last, you get to say, like, I can go slow and steady. I can look around and see, oh, two people have techniques that aren't going to work. I can be fine in my own technique. This is going to work. I had to go a little bit quicker, and it wasn't going to work. I'd love to be able to fire off the Rockbiter monologue from A Never-Ending Story at this point and do the these hands used to be so strong. Thank you, James, for appreciating that. I love that reference there.
Yeah, that's a good reference.
But it's also edited to make it look, as most of the team games are, I've noticed, it was edited to make it look like it was close. And that was not close. We were not close to finishing that game at all. I watched Marcia finish up, and we were not close with our third leg at all.
And you were sweating. I was sweating the one before they showed a lot. You were sweating. You let me lick sweat off your head. Well, you thought
I did, and they cut it from the goddamn show, and it broke my heart.
I know they didn't show it. I went up to Seth and I said, between games, I said, hey, next game, can I kiss you on the bald head when we get to the safe zone? He said, absolutely. And then when I was like, good, he looked at me like, good. I came in and I just took a big lick. The camera was right there, and I licked that motherfucker. Oh, shit. One show without the F-bomb.
Bob said, absolutely not.
From eyebrow to the back of his neck, and went salty.
and as your dear friend and somebody who I really enjoyed spending time with, Zoltan learned, they keep 1% of 1% of 1% of what they shot and put that on the show.
I think Zoli got robbed more than anybody on the show. He was the mascot of the show. He was entertaining us all the time with the upside down handstand popping and the butt scoop and the worm.
I love that butt bounce. Zoltan has to train me on that. Signature move.
Cool.
Love it.
He's got a
it's a signature move.
2.2 million. You got to check him out on TikTok. Mascot Zoli.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, they only showed like 2 clips or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes. When you have 44 minutes of airtime per show,
I was brokenhearted. I was brokenhearted that Brady didn't get more time. He had that awesome looking coat with all the sparkles on it. And I mean, he was a very entertaining person too. He had larger than life personality and just a great guy. And you don't see him at all. I mean, you see him in passing when he's walking off carrying his number, and that was all you saw him. And to me, it's like, how could you not have Brady in more?
That's a good point. Glad you brought up Brady, because Brady and Seth shared something. They had those get-ups that were hot as shit. How did you feel? Did that hinder you? I know that they kind of pushed you to that look because you're a professor.
Can I talk about Brady? I will not derail us because we have a very important game that I think is like the focus of the entire goddamn podcast. Brady joined us in New York, and I loved Brady when Brady was on the show. Brady and I both wore clothing that made us hotter than other people wore, but made us both stand out. The clothing that I wore was recognizable. To draw us even further away, when you talk with people that were on the British version of this show, immediately they were like, oh man, we should have been forced to wear the same outfits every single show. They regret that they got choices to wear different outfits.
Right.
In hindsight,
I mean, I like the same outfits. It's like watching an athlete on the field.
We are recognizable by our outfits. I am recognizable by my outfit more so than other folks. I got to know Brady more when we were in New York.
Good point. Let me get my shirt back on.
Robert and James, I know that you have families. I know it is difficult, but that billboard is still in Times Square. And Robert and Sarah and Storm and Gianna and Richie and I all got a chance to go to Times Square and see it. And there is, I say there is something, but like when you go to Times Square and look up at a billboard that you are on for a show that you are proud to be on, like you feel like a goddamn titan.
Yeah.
The way that you
it was definitely impressive.
Yeah, like I hope that you get another opportunity to be on a billboard in Times Square, but I'm 46 years old.
You're gonna die soon.
I hope that's not the case.
I rebuke it in the name of
It's still there.
Say, God dang it, like Seth.
It's still there. You can take your kids and say, look, kids, your dad's up on a billboard in goddamn Times Square.
Oh, yeah.
Kids don't give a shit.
Yeah, the night of the premiere, we got a chance. I don't know if you saw it the night of the premiere, but they actually had us, we lined both sides of the street for like a city block. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that's the episode, and I guess we'll see everybody.
Well, not quite.
Thank you for all you
Robert,
guys,
unfortunately,
so
that are not the cards that are dealt for you here tonight. We are going to have to do this last game. And, well, you know, as I think you probably picked up on now, Robert might have a little something to do with the results of this, but so does our friend Ronald.
Yes.
Take a look at this clip of the House of Cards game from episode 6 of 99 to Beat.
67 minutes have elapsed. They now have been playing for over an hour. How are these two holding it together?
This is scary. This is just a nightmare.
Mental exhaustion.
Like literally, I'm going like this.
Is it over?
No.
He's done. I'm like anxiety time.
I feel the same way.
Ronald's through.
Oh no. Neither person deserved to go home, but Robert is going home. This is tragic.
Wow. That to relive that moment is something, is it, Robert?
It is, and I'm glad you called me last night after the show, and I'm really glad that my daughter was in the call when I answered the call. She got. Why don't you start and tell them what you said to me last night, if you're comfortable sharing that about the edit?
Yeah, I mean, I thought they would show the little board, actually before that final round actually started. It was a little bit of emotional exchange between the two of us. I was hoping they would show that because it showed beyond the competitive side. It showed like, okay, we really built true friendships on this show, and you want the best for each other. It's not like, hey, I didn't want to take you out, you didn't want to take me out, but we still are here to compete. So hey, may the best man win.
Yeah. I mean, and for the listeners or the viewers, right before that last round, we both stood up and shook each other's hand, wished each other good luck. I think it moved the safe zone people that were watching, and I wish they had showed that too. It was not premeditated. It was just something that felt right in the moment. I think big part of it was the fact that we spent most of our nights winding down, having a few pints with each other. We spent both of our free days in London together with Kara and Clayton and Zoli and a bunch of other people. and develop that friendship. It was pretty cool, though. I think they did a pretty decent job. They showed up. I think, to my knowledge, we were the only two that we met each other in the circle before the safe zone people got to us, and we got to, congratulate and console, whatever you want to call it. I do think it was funny that night at the bar. We were both sitting there listening, laughing at each other, going, man, these English people, the production staff, must be thinking, these idiot Americans, we're going to have to dumb this down again to one story? We played that game an hour and a half. They're like, holy shit. We started with 4 stories, then we got it to 3. God damn, that didn't even work. These 2 idiots are still at it. We're going to be here till now.
Yeah, well, you know what? I never really thought about it till the beginning of that game. I actually forgot my glasses. I couldn't see the cards. I couldn't see, setting them down.
For close-up, saying.
Yeah, for the close-up stuff.
You were also disadvantaged as well, in my mind, and I post or whatever. I was advantaged. I was in the front row. I didn't have anybody else in front of me as a distraction. I saw him in the edit. I immediately thought that, oh, God, he's looking out of the corner of his eye. He sees me, and he must be looking at times. And in the edit, I think they showed it, a couple of the clips made you look like you were looking over at me a couple times.
Oh, no, but trust me, towards the end, there was a moment I looked over and you were setting your last cards, and I was like, this is it. And then as soon as you set them, it fell. I said, oh, man, I got one more shot before he gets it together, because you were way closer than me. So I said, I got one more shot, and I got lucky, and the cards fell my way.
Yeah. It was, man, I rode to my parents that night. My girlfriend and my kids, obviously, they knew to keep it all quiet, but Daddy coming home. And I just wrote, it was a good death. And I put that in quotes. And I still feel that way today. I think they did show on the thing, I'm glad it's you, man. If it has to be somebody, I'm glad it was you. I truly mean that, man. It was,
it was a great experience. I mean, that little 3 weeks in London, I mean, I wouldn't want to replace it with anything.
Me neither. And there's a reason we're doing this podcast together. Just because we're on the show, is because the friendship forged. So, before we start crying, or at least I cry, Chris, you want to bring in the gang?
Yeah, let's get everybody back in here. And as we do, it's good to know that, Robert, you actually were closer, and Ronald just confirmed that, because from the edit, it looked like you could barely lean 2 cards together.
That edit was bad. I'm telling you, right before I got mine together, he literally was done. And he was setting his last cards, and it fell, and they showed him rebuilding it.
I think Ronald's being kind there, though. I had gotten 2 stories a couple times, but not many. That was a tough game. It was a lot, to me, it was a lot like the nut stacking game. Who else was in that game still, and how did you feel about it?
Yeah, Gianna, talk.
So I had never built a house of cards before in my entire life. So when they said that, I was just like, what are they even talking about? Like, I needed a visual here. But I will say, I think a lot of people were surprised at how much time had elapsed before the first person got it. We were all there for a very long time. It was a lot of trial and error. There was a point too, I had it, finally got to the second tier, and I took a deep breath, blew the entire thing down, and had to restart. But what worked for me, and I didn't know why, the cards needed to be facing the same direction. So if one side said 99 to beat and it was facing upwards, they had to be aligned, and that's what worked for me. That was the only thing, because I couldn't get it. It was just knocking down over and over and over, and it was so frustrating. And I'm pretty sure Ron and Robert, you guys were doing it for an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. So that mentally, you guys are done too at this point. Who wants to be sitting in that seat for 2 hours?
How long were you all watching the 2 of them? How long was that last round with just the 2 of them?
A long time.
So you guys must have how much that had to be painful.
Yeah, you know what? Here's something that everybody can speak of clearly. One of the things when you're in the safe zone that you're absolutely thinking is, holy shit, I have to piss. Just end this goddamn game now. 100%, right? You guys were pissed at both of us. Like, we got to pee.
Yes? One of the
we just couldn't believe how much time was passing.
Oh, wait a minute. That's a pee story. Remember, Ronald, I had to pee so bad, and when they took it down to 2 levels, I said, I got to pee. You got to pee? And you were like, no, I don't have to pee, but you can go pee. And then I was like, I'm not going to pee if you don't pee, because that's not fair. No, you were like, no, it's cool, man. And I was like, no way, dude. I'm holding it. True story.
Well, there you go.
Were you guys like so frustrated though? Like you guys had to have been so done.
Yeah, it's so long. Just
you
so
know what?
long to be doing
It's kind of weird. Like at the job I do, when I get focused on something, I didn't even really think about the time. I didn't think about anything. I was just getting mad at the cards. Yeah. So for me, I really didn't even know it was an hour and a half. I just was focused on what we had to do, and I didn't even care. I was just trying to get it done.
When I'm messing up at something, or I know I'm not good at something, I'm not talking about gray area, but if it's a black and white, you suck at this, Robert, I tend to laugh at myself. You know, I can't always apply that in everything because there's something that I'm a little bit better at, and I should be doing better. But I lost track of time. I knew it was a decent amount of time. I had no clue that it was an hour and a half. And I mean, when are you ever going to sit down at your kitchen table and try to build a house of cards for an hour and a half and fail? You were going to be like 5 minutes tops and then be like, the hell with this. It's not possible, or it's not possible for me. So I think that a lot of the games were like that. You know, the nut stacking game, certainly it took upwards of an hour to finish.
A lot of them, we were just in a time warp. Like none of us had any concept of time. There was no clock. So we never at any point had any idea how long it was taking. So when they added the timer, like they've been here for over an hour. They've been here for an hour and a half. It's crazy for us too. Because we had no idea how much
the
time
tape
was
measure.
passing.
Was the tape measure game like that for you?
Yeah, that was an hour and 40 minutes, nearly 2 hours as well. I had no idea until it aired and it showed the actual time amount. I was like, no. I was like, that was like, no. What?
Well, to give you an example, I talked to one of the producers. Do you guys realize it took us 32 hours to film the first episode, 32 hours to get an hour. When it was 100 people, it took us 32 hours to film that first episode.
Wow.
So to give you an idea how long we were actually playing those games.
Yeah.
There was probably about 100 people on staff. So all told, 200 people involved altogether, 32 hours.
And then you think about having to cut all that down.
And then you think about like all those people looking at 2 idiots that can't build cards past just 2 levels. And they're like, dude, we want to go home, man. Just knock them both out. Send them one back to Detroit and the other back to Houston now.
Not just to go home. For them, it was a day off. One of the things that's lost to people that are just watching the show is after that game was the first day off for 6 consecutive days.
Right.
We had shot for 6 consecutive days. And after that game was going to be the first day off in 6 days at that point. So I have no doubt that every member of that production staff were rooting for one of the 2 of you to finish that
like,
out.
Anytime now.
Go home.
Seth,
you know what?
reminded
All
me.
these games are so much harder than they look. You know, it's easy to watch on the TV and be like, oh, I could do that. But when you get down to it, they're not easy at all. The stress and then the tediousness of doing this seemingly simple task over and over and over for an hour and you're still not getting it. Like, it's just horrible. And I want to say, too, with James and Seth, I could not believe that they made you guys spin again like that. Immediately after. Like, I'm way younger and I couldn't even see when I was done. Like, it was horrible. And you guys had to do that back to back, just spinning in circles. Like, it's horrible.
Wow.
You know, Seth, you reminded me of something. I think most people on this call are aware of this, and we talked about it a little bit on the very first episode of these podcasts. I had a fake beard on during one of the interviews last night.
Beardgate.
It was the first time they showed it in an edit on national TV.
Oh, I know.
But one of those close-ups, if you look close, it was a fake, and I'm going to use the F word, a fake fucking beard, because this idiot right here, after getting knocked out by Ronald, couldn't sleep that night. I don't know why, because I had that problem 2 other nights too. But at 4 a.m, I got up to shit, shower, and shave, and I shaved off my damn beard, which I'd been growing for 4 months at that point. The second it hit the toilet, I looked down at the toilet in panic and thought, can I grab that shit out of the toilet and glue it back to my face? And I was like, oh my God, continuity. They need to do post interviews and exit interviews. And for those of you at home, some of the interviews when you're talking through a game, like, so I'm doing this, obviously you didn't take a break from the game. They shot that later. And as the number whittled down, they got more and more of that stuff. So I shot an hour and a half the following day after the day off. They had to bring in a Hollywood caliber movie style makeup artist, 2 of them, flew them in and put me in the makeup chair for an hour so that I could, and then all the staff started calling it Beardgate behind my back. And then one of them told me that this dumbass created a huge problem. I apologize to the production staff and and Stefan and Tom and the rest of y'all at Fox. I was an idiot. I blanked out. And also, in full disclosure, on that Maze game, I was the last person picked, playground style. They were like, we don't want that fat, broke-ass neck guy on our team passing the ball through the fence. However, I'm the only person on my team that didn't drop the damn ball.
Hey, I was last in the boat challenge. Ron.
I was last pick too.
No, that I mean, trust me, being the captain was tough. I mean, everybody's looking at you, and you like it was weird.
I love Ron. He gets all squirmy like this. He's like, well, Rob, we just had to split it up because if you and me can't get knocked out on the same team. I'm like, shut up, Ron. Drink your beer. You didn't pick my ass because you thought my broke-ass neck was going to drop the ball.
He's like, yeah, that's true.
I love you, brother.
Man, I mean, listen, it's so much fun talking through the games, going and rehashing this 6th episode. The next episode we're going to be going through is episode 7 as we continue to whittle things down to find out who's going to be the winner of 99 to Beat. It's a lot of fun. Guys, really great having you on the show. I know we'll get a quick little round so we can, learn how to follow and kind of stay tuned with you guys. So let's just do that real quick because we're getting a little long. Who wants to go first?
Seth, how do we follow you online now that you're a social media expert?
Expert apparently. As you can see on Cryon there, you can follow me on the only social media that you can find me on, which is Instagram at Professor Seth.
All right, cheers to that.
Storm, how do we follow you?
You can follow me on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok. Everything pretty much. Mommy Storm, MAMISTORMM. 2 M's in Storm. Please don't forget the second M, or else I will not respond.
There it is.
Love it. Gianna, where do we follow you? I know, I say it wrong all the time. I say everybody's name fucked up.
G is good, Gianna, it's fine. Instagram, Gianna Castro, 2 A's, 2 O's at the end. That's my main thing. And I do want to say one thing before we go, just because it's been brought up multiple times. But I think all of us were chosen for a reason. All 100 of us, we're all great people. Cara Maria's great as well. I know she comes off a little reserved and all that, but you never know someone else's problems and what people are going through, and I don't think it's fair to judge. But we were all picked for a reason. To our core, we're all great people, and I love every single person and every single connection that I made with all you beautiful people from the show. It was the greatest experience of my life being with all of you and meeting all of you. And I just have so much gratitude and love for this show, for you people. So
I respect your opinion, and I respectfully disagree. I think it's fine to judge people when they're mean to other people and you witness it firsthand. And I have witnessed that for myself, and I stand by my assessment. But I respect your opinion. But I also respect other people that I saw just desecrated by her, and disgusting behavior that I've left out of this podcast.
All right. Okay.
Richie,
all right.
My podcast, Ron's podcast. Richie.
All right. Quick and simple. You can follow me on Instagram, Richie.Castronova. Love y'all. Y'all are great people. Great to see all your faces. Really haven't seen you guys in a while, so it's nice to catch up with everybody.
Great to see you, Richie.
So much.
All right, Richie. Thank you for being on. We appreciate you.
Most active on Instagram. Richie?
Most active on Instagram, Richie.Castronova.
I kept looking for you on Facebook so many times, and then I asked your sister. I was like, "Gee, I can't find him. He's not on it."
That's why.
I'm not in that club just yet, buddy.
All right, James. How do we follow you, and what are you most active on?
So I'm most active on Instagram at Mustaches and Magic, as my name is they show on the thing. You can also check out my webpage that has all my books that I've written at jamesjmeadowsii.com.
How many books have you written, James?
5.
5 books, and the best way to get them is on your webpage. But if somebody really wants to find them on Amazon, can they find them there too?
Yes, and my profile on Instagram has a link in the profile to where you can go to find all my different books and the audiobooks.
And are they fiction or are they nonfiction?
So 4 of them are fiction, and I just released a nonfiction one this week, which will hopefully be getting updated and put on there soon.
I am looking for one of them, and I'm looking forward to the read. Ronald, you're not on social media, but what, once a year?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of busy, but you can find me on Instagram. Ronald, I think it's Ronald L. Mitchell.
Gotcha. And then Sarah Kay, I feel like you and I are kind of kindred spirits. At least in my mind, I feel like we have similar sensibilities and personalities and quirkiness, and certainly our tattoos. So where can we follow you? Tell us everything about your art, about your dogs, about your tattoos. And where do we follow?
Woof, woof, woof. Hello. My name's Sarah Kosar. I'm also known as Dogma, the first pop star in the world for dogs, because they need someone to look up to too. I'm also a published playwright. You can find my plays around the world. Right now, I'm really big in Poland. So, hey, Poland, we love you. I'm also a painter. Look, I just painted that billboard we were just talking about. How did I do it? Magic. Look, I'm just like Robert at this. Also, I do dog portraits. Can send them around the world. Who are these going to? Ken's dog. Aaron's dog.
Beautiful.
I also design clothes. I sing songs. Follow me. I'm at Dogma the Pop Star.
A Renaissance woman of many talents.
There it is.
I appreciate all of you. I know it's super late for you,
out.
Sarah. I want to thank Chris, King Creative out of Wilmington, Delaware. Visit them online. Chris is on the road right now, as you can see from his hotel room, producing Pickle Up in Dallas, Fort Worth area. Chris, do we have a little commercial of King Creative?
We do. I also have my Grand Gherkin hat, which I'll be rocking a little bit. Wow. You know, as I lead the pickle people to the promised land in Texas. It's a wild time.
Is that like a pickle?
It's the Grand Gherkin. I'm going to be leading the people to the pickle rave. It's a wild thing. If you never experienced the Big Dill, you really need to. Go to bigdill.com. You can learn all about that. Coming to a city near you, I'm sure, soon.
All jokes aside, I was there with you in Baltimore. It's wild. I was like thinking, what is this? A pickle festival? But once you're there, you get it. You get it in the blink of an eye. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, man,
I'm going to be a pickle influencer, guys.
That's right. Pickle squad.
When you call Vlasic,
I've got to deal with tomatoes, but like, listen, call me.
Listen,
Call
my
me.
friends at Jersey Pickles put out some really good pickled tomatoes. They're amazing. They have spicy ones. They're incredible. You'll love them.
We love a collab.
Get on it, Sarah.
Let's see the King Creative commercial and then bring us back, Chris.
All right, real quick, little jingle we have ripping out our product, our service. This is who we are. King Creative, stay awesome. We'll be right back after this. 1 second.
You have a story you need to tell, a product, a dream that you want to sell. Music and film, commercials, TV, creative consulting, documentaries, digitally seen, call King Creative today.
Good jingle.
What a
That was a
bop.
nice jingle.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, a little something we whipped up.
Oh yeah.
That's
Chris
it,
is
right?
very
We gotta work
talented.
on the dance for it. I like it, Richie. I like it. Come up with
If
that.
you on the call or out there
Cat's
listening,
I love you, Sarah.
King Creative can write original music for you. They can write the melody. They can write the lyrics. They can record it for you, whether it's for your business, your brand, your personal brand, or for fun. Check them
And
out.
I can choreograph your viral TikTok dance.
Absolutely.
Storm can execute it because she got the storm going on.
That's
I
right.
gotta work on that.
Boy, that's that collaboration we're talking about. I love it. So, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being a part of this
Thanks
sixth
for having
episode
us.
of 99 to Beat After the Games. Really good to hang with you guys here for the last hour and a half. Very similar to some of those games we talked about.
Almost an hour 20. Apologize for my tardiness again. Thank you guys.
Yeah, no worries.
Thanks
You
for
guys are
coming out,
awesome. Thanks so
guys.
much. Be sure to tune in next week for 99 to Beat After the Games as we break down episode 7 as we get a little closer to finding out who's going to walk away with that $1 million. Where, listen, there's only one rule. Don't
finish
last.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right, guys, stay awesome. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time on 99 to Beat After the Games.
Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. 99 to Beat After the Games is on all platforms, wherever you listen and watch your podcast.